So, point your eyes up here at the screen, if you would. So what I've got in the back is I've got a couple mirrors, and the left channel is just doing that up and down more or less, right? And the right channel is, well, it should go just left or right, but apparently it's also got a little up and down as well, right? And so let's get it so it's like more or less diagonal like that. There we go. Now, right now they're in tunes, but I'm going to add wah-wahs, and so you can see what happens with the phase shift.
What is the source of
right?
I feel like I'm in a movie.
What is the source of your power?
This is what wah-wahs look like if you can look at the phase information. This is called a, I forget what it's called, a stereograph, or I can't remember what the name of it is, right? But they use this for determining that something is stereo, and they do it with oscilloscopes, but here we're trying to do it with a laser, right? Now, the cool thing about this software is that it's got notes, it's got an even-tempered scale programmed into it, so we can actually look at musical intervals, but they won't be perfect intervals, they'll actually be slightly out of tune like a piano plays them, okay? So, this is a minor second.
It's so weird.
Right? This is a major second, or a whole step, right? This is a minor third. And then our first real sort of consonanty interval is a major third. Okay? It's kind of fun.
Can you do a fifth?
Here comes the bride. Okay, so a fourth. Notice that it's rotating. The fact that it's rotating means that it, technically speaking, has wah-wahs, yet very, very slow ones. It's the one frequency is 120. This one is 160.1807. To be sure, the actually tuned up fourth is actually 160. But here's the rub: if you tune a piano so that there's no wah-wahs in the fourths and fifths, if you play it in C, it sounds great, or whatever key you tuned it to. But if you then tune it to D, if you try to play a song in D, it sounds absolutely awful. So about the time of Bach, when they started getting keyboard instruments, they actually had to settle on a compromise. So the piano is equally out of tune in all the keys so that you could play in all the keys. And then Bach went on to write a set of pieces of piano music in all the keys. The well-tempered clavier, it's called the well-tempered scale, right? So here's a fourth. The next one is a tritone, a flatted fifth. Ba, ba, right? So a fourth, you remember a fourth by Here Comes the Bride. Da, 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 da. Yeah? The tritone, I don't know how you remember it. Okay? It was believed, the tritone was actually believed to be the tone of the devil. So composers were forbidden to use the tritone in their music as an interval, right? Now, in some music, it's sort of interesting. In Mozart's Requiem, there's the confutatis, right? Confutatis literally means to confound somebody, right? And it goes confutatis, maledictis, maledictis, dictis is a descending tritone, right? So it's very scandalous. He put that in a piece of church music, but literally he was using the interval of the devil to confound the maledicted to the flames. Right?
Can you do a fifth?
Let's keep going, yeah. Let's go to fifth. There we go. There's a slightly out of tune fifth. Right? If we tuned it up, it would be exactly 180 hertz. But it's 179.7968, right? A minor six, ba 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 ba. It's the theme to Love Story, which is a really depressing movie. My body lies over the ocean. Guys, can you shut up, please? Nick, hello. Thanks. All right. The next one is a
minor seventh.
Minor seventh, major seventh, right? And then if you go to an octave, now let's see if we can. you can see if everything worked right, this would actually draw a little figure eight. So it would go up and down twice as often as it goes left to right. Right? That's how you draw a figure eight, right? Of course, this is just the intervals. Let's turn this off and let's play music.
I'm so excited. This is going to be fun.
This is a song called Host of Seraphim. It's by a group called Dead Can Dance, which is like this Euro techno group that my brother turned me on to. It's got this woman that stands in these white robes, right? And she's like got 10,000 watts of spotlight on her. And the language that she sings is her own language. Now, if you look at the little diagram it makes, it's obviously they're putting phase shift in there. That's why it sits there and kind of goes wah, like that, right? Like the pipes have got some kind of phase shift built into them, right? Which, of course, real pipe organ pipes, they'd be playing multiple pipes, right?
Watch another song. I cannot believe the
And then,
words
of course,
that
you
came out
got
of my mouth.
to listen to
Let
that
me
pop
watch
music.
another song.
I didn't know this. Well, you're watching, so.
Oh.
Here we go.
It draws
I wonder if like lights or disco balls or like lasers had a dance following the same thing. Like what? I don't know. Your method for judging wire right there.
Someone more mellow.
The judge is all on the screen.
So cute.
Cold is the water, freezes you already cold, already cold, cold. Death is at your doorstep, and it will steal your innocence, and it will not steal
It's pretty
your
intense.
substance.